Hello, my wonderful viewers, and welcome to another episode of Betty Adams Overanalyzes. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Kaiju number 8, and specifically what everybody's favorite villain is up to. So, as we know, the Defense Force... Oh, by the way, there will be spoilers all the way up through Chapter 57, so if you don't want any spoilers for Chapter 57, we're going to go take a look at... You can go take a look at my books in the links below the video. Humans Are Weird, I Have the Data, and Humans Are Weird, We Took a Vote. A bunch of those stories for those books have animatics for them available on this channel. And if you look at the links, you will see that all of my videos are also available on BitChute, which is another YouTube-like program, Rumble, which is also another YouTube-like platform, and Odysee. And so all of my videos are up on all of those, and you can go check out a lot of fun animatics and audiobook chapters of Humans Are Weird. Now, back to Kaiju number 8. So, Kaiju number 8. What is Kaiju number 9 up to? So, we at the end of chapter 57, we flash back to where Kaiju number 9 is chilling on this sort of stone throne, only it looks like it's not just stone, it looks like it's been grown from something. Kaiju number 9 is sitting there in the form of Isoshinomaya, and this is just interesting on so many different levels. So with our first glimpse, we actually have two separate panels dedicated to Kaiju number 9. The first one is just a side view of his face that still looks reasonably human, kind of scarred, kind of battered. Then we pan out to see Kaiju number 9 in all of his grotesque, terrifying glory, sitting on a throne with a bunch of underdeveloped kaiju growing from pods on the ceiling. And this is just so fascinating. These actually very strongly resemble slime molds. These are a living thing. They're not a plant. They're not an animal. They're not exactly a fungus. You find them in forests on dead, decaying matter. And they grow on these little stems, and they have a little bloom or a bulb on top, and these kind of look like upside down slime molds, except they have a skeletonous kaiju with no eyes and fangs inside of them. And this is clearly the threat that Vice Captain Hoshina has been briefing all of the Defense Force on and for the past several panels, describing these multiple Kaiju level threats that Kaiju number 10 told him about. And they are terrifying. They look kind of like blank slates, as if Kaiju number 9 can tweak them and modify them at will. But the main thing, the elephant in the room, the big kahuna, Kaiju number 9 is sitting there still very much wearing Isoshinamaya's body. Now, when they first integrated, the effect that absorbing Isoshinomaya had on Kaiju number 9 was fairly minimal. It just kind of modified his Kaiju appearance and gave him more of an appearance that was influenced by Kaiju number 2, from what we've seen of the incident with Kaiju number 2 back in the day. But here we have a still very much regenerating Kaiju number 9. He doesn't have a left arm. His right arm is still expressing those bulbous pouches that it seems to when it's regenerating. He doesn't have two fully functional legs below the calf, and those are still regrowing. Yeah, there's the bulbous flesh, but he has no feet. And his face, half of his face looks really rough. Now, how much of this is the effect of Kafka's Kaiju degeneration power, which has now been formally lampshaded by Matsumoto in the story and acknowledged, and how much of it is the standard problems that Kaiju number 9 has when absorbing another kaiju or another human, that Kaiju number 9 flat out stated, we don't know. Probably a mixture of both. But Kaiju number 9 does not look happy. I mean, he's not exactly going around smiling all the time, but he definitely looks dissatisfied in this photo. Kind of grumpy, like, dang it. And so I think that Kaiju number 8 really did set back Kaiju number 9's plans a lot further than even Kaiju number 9 had calculated. So Kaiju number 9's having to sit there in what is probably his underground lair with all of his half-developed, underdeveloped Kaiju pods. So, from earlier chapters, we have Kaiju number 9's statements that he plans to bring back an army and to create an era of Kaiju, where the Kaiju are the dominant species on the planet. And again, there's still so much we don't know. Where do regular Kaiju come from? Are they just a natural part of the ecosystem and they spawn from the great trenches in the deep? Do they come from an entirely different world? We still don't know. I'm still kind of favoring that they come from a different reality and they can only break through in the trenches. Kaiju number 9 broke through a long, long time ago. That would probably make him more along the lines of Kaiju number 7 or the actual Kaiju number 8, but he wasn't spotted by the Defense Force until after Kafka was. So that's the main theory that I'm still kind of leaning towards, but given this, they might just be a naturally occurring force that has been slowly changing over time, gaining more intelligence as they eat more people. So here we have our disgruntled Kaiju number 9, who is thoroughly integrating the physical appearance of the greatest fighter the Defense Force has ever had. No doubt fully intends to use that appearance for its utmost psychological value the next time he's facing down the Defense Force. We have loads of baby Kaiju ready to burst out and run amok. We have Kaiju number 10 perfectly willing to fight with Hoshina. And we have Kaiju number 8 and Kafka slowly being unable to return to being human. So, what do you think? What is Kaiju number 9 planning? How long do our erstwhile heroes have before he fully regenerates? And will Kafka be able to properly weaponize his anti-Kaiju regeneration force? And again, we come back to the main question. Where did the little guy come from? What was his goal? Why was he looking for Kafka? What is going on here? And I can't wait until next week when we get our answers. So hit that like and subscribe button, and peace out, my wonderful viewers. Humans are weird. We took a vote, and humans are weird. I have the data. 2 books in a series of human absurdity. Go check out these short story collections. What will our little green friends think of us when we finally do make it to space? Find out the answer in 2 books of human absurdity. Humans Are Weird, We Took a Vote, and Humans Are Weird, I Have the Data. Available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Kobo, and Google Play.